Everyone has that room. You know the one. The color's been outdated since you moved in. The walls are scuffed. There's that spot behind the couch where the kids decided to decorate. And every few months you think, I really should paint that. And then you picture it, moving all the furniture, taping off the trim, 2 coats, waiting for it to dry, cleaning up, getting paint on the carpet anyway, and you just don't. Because painting sounds simple, but it's actually a full day of work. And nobody wants to spend their Saturday doing it. So that room stays the same color for months, for years. But what if someone could come in on a Saturday, paint that room, and have it looking brand new by the time you get home from running errands? What would that be worth? Turns out, $300 to $600 per room. Today on Moonlight or Die, we're asking, can you make $40,000 a year painting one room at a time? We're breaking down the cost, the money, the time, and why the job nobody wants to do might be one of the best side hustles out there. Welcome to Moonlight or Die, where we break down real business ideas and ask one question. Could you actually build this as a side hustle? No dreams, just numbers and reality. You've got 2 choices, keep scrolling or start building it after hours. Let's get into it. Here's what's happening in homes all across the country. People want a room painted, just one room, maybe 2. They don't want a full house repaint. They don't want a week-long project with a crew of 5 people. They just want that bedroom freshened up, that home office looking sharp, that accent wall they've been dreaming about. So they call a painting company, and the painting company says, we don't really do one-room jobs. Or they quote $1,200 because their minimums are built for bigger projects. And the homeowner's stuck. The big companies don't want the small job, and they don't want to do it themselves. That's the gap that you'll fill. You're not a full-time painting company. You're the person who shows up, does 1 or 2 rooms, and is out by the end of the day. Move the furniture, tape it off, prep the walls, paint, let it dry, put everything back. Walk in, transform, walk out. Clean, contained, and done in a single day. That's a service people are desperate for. All right, let's talk money, because that's why you're here. So small job painting actually commands a premium per room compared to whole house projects. Because it's a smaller job, people expect to pay more per unit. Standard rooms will run $300 to $600. Larger rooms or rooms with super high ceilings, detailed trim, or multiple colors can go for $600 and more. That's where you increase the ticket, bundling. 2 rooms and 1 visit for $700. The customer saves a little, you make more per trip, and you're still done in 1 day. Most jobs land in that $400 to $800 range. So let's get started. Rollers, brushes, trays, $50 to $100. Drop cloths and painter's tape, about $50. A decent ladder, $100 to $200. Miscellaneous supplies, another $50. All in, you're looking at $200 to $400 to launch. And here's the best part. Most of the time, the homeowner provides the paint. They've already picked their color, they just need someone to put it on the wall. Now let's do the $40,000 math. 2 rooms a week at $400 average, that's $800 a week. Over 50 weeks, that's $40,000. And your expenses? Supplies run maybe $20 to $40 per job. Your margins on this are outstanding because the main cost of your time, and the customer is paying for the convenience of not having to do it themselves. And that $200 to $400 you invested to get supplies, your first job pays that back. This is what makes small room painting a perfect moonlight business. Most rooms can be completed in 4 to 8 hours. That's prep, 2 coats, drying time, and cleanup. 1 room is a solid day. 2 rooms in 1 home, a full day with some hustle, but very doable. Think about the math on your time. You collected $400 to $600 for a day's of work. Now that's an effective rate of $50 to $100 an hour. Now I know that's not the highest hourly rate that we've covered on the show, but here's what makes painting that has a lot of those other businesses that they don't. 0 weather dependency, 0 equipment investment, and 0 seasonal limitations. You can paint a room in January or July. Rain or shine, morning or evening, this business works 12 months a year. And the best part? You pick your days. Do a room every Saturday. Take a Friday off from your job and stack income. Do an evening job during the week if your customer's flexible. This is indoor work with a predictable timeline. You know exactly how long it takes, and when you're done, you're done. This is one of the easiest services to sell because literally everyone has been putting this off. Post in your local Facebook group. Got a room you've been meaning to paint? I'll come do it this weekend. One room, one day, done. That person will get responses because every person reading it is thinking about their room right now, the room they've been staring at for 2 years. Before and after photos are gold in this business. A tired, scuffed up wall transformed into a clean, fresh color. People share that. They tag their friends. I need this for my living room. That's free marketing and generates bookings. Partner with realtors. When a home is getting listed, there's almost always a room or two that needs freshening up for staging. Agents need someone fast and affordable who can knock it out before the photographer comes. That's you. And once you're on an agent's call list, that's steady work. Offer a one-room special to get your first few jobs and reviews rolling. And here's a move that stacks beautifully. If you're already doing fixture swaps or other indoor work from earlier episodes, painting is a natural add-on. Hey, while I'm here replacing that ceiling fan, want me to paint this room as well? That upsell is effortless. Now let me tell you what makes this business constantly in demand. People always need rooms painted. They move into a new house and hate the color in the bedroom. They're selling and the realtor says, we need to neutralize that red dining room. They had a baby and want to paint the nursery. They converted a spare room into a home office and they want it to feel professional. The reasons never stop. And here's the key insight. The big painting companies don't want these jobs. They're set up for whole house projects, multi-day crews, big quotes. A single bedroom is not worth their time, but it's absolutely worth yours. You're positioned in the gap between the DIYers and the contractor, and that gap is wide open. All right, let's keep it real, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is all upside. Prep work is where the quality lives. Taping, covering furniture, patching small holes, cleaning walls before you paint. This is the unglamorous part, and it does take time. But it's also what separates a professional job from a sloppy one. Rushing prep shows in the finish, so don't rush prep. Clean lines matter. Cutting in along ceilings, trim, and corners requires a steady hand. It's a skill, and your first few rooms will not be your best. But here's the thing, it's extremely learnable. Practice on your own rooms first. Watch technique videos. By your 5th or 6th job, you're fast and clean. Drying time between coats can stretch a job if you're not planning for it. Build it into your schedule. Use that time to prep the next wall, clean up, or take a break. It's not wasted time if you're smart about it. And you're working inside someone's home. Move furniture carefully. Protect floors and surfaces. Leave the space cleaner than you found it. That's not just good business. That's what generates referrals. But here's what I want you to hear. Painting is one of the most forgiving trades to learn. The materials are cheap. The tools are simple. Mistakes are fixable. And every room you complete makes you faster and better. Okay, so let me paint a picture, pun intended, of who crushes it in this business. You're patient. You're detailed-oriented. You like finishing things. There's something satisfying about walking into a tired room and walking out of a transformed one. If you're the kind of person who gets a little dopamine hit from a clean edge and a fresh coat of paint, this is your business. Maybe you painted rooms in your own house and thought, I'm actually pretty good at this. Maybe you've helped friends and they keep telling you to charge for it. They're right. Maybe you want a side hustle with almost zero startup costs that works year-round, rain or shine, indoors where it's climate controlled. Maybe you're already doing other home services and painting is the perfect add-on to increase your ticket per customer. This business doesn't care about your background. It only cares about one thing. Can you paint a room cleanly, efficiently, and leave the homeowner impressed? If yes, you're qualified. So, can you make $40,000 a year painting one room at a time? Here's what I'll tell you. 2 rooms a week at $400 average gets you to $40,000. Your startup cost is under $400. The homeowner usually provides the paint. Your margins are outstanding, and this works 12 months a year, rain or shine, indoors. That's not a fantasy, that's a plan. Look, painting a room isn't going to go super viral. Nobody's making documentaries about it, but you know what's quietly powerful? A business with almost no startup cost, year-round demand, and customers who literally come to you because they don't want to do it themselves. You're filling the gap between the DIYers and the contractor, and that gap is going to print you money. And here's what I need you to understand. You can do this. I'm not saying this to get you all pumped up and motivated. I'm saying it because you've probably painted a room before. You already know the basics. The only thing standing between you and getting paid is for a Facebook post and a price. You could book your first room this week. So if you're sitting here thinking this could actually work, trust your feelings, because it can. And if you want to go deeper on this or any idea or any business we cover, head over to our website and get on the list. We're putting out guides, breakdowns, and resources every week to help people like you take your first step. And that's what Moonlight or Die is all about. Building something real in the margins of your day. Because sometimes the best way to change your life is to start building it after hours. This is Moonlight or Die. Now go get it.